Hey guys, Crafty here.
And Jesse.
After nearly 20 years, Donkey Kong is finally back with Donkey Kong Bonanza on the Switch too. But is it truly the DK comeback we've been waiting for? Or just another solid platformer? In this video, me and my brother Jesse will be talking about everything Donkey Kong Bonanza. And in total, I think we both played, like 50 hours in total, because I finished the game. And if you guys want proof, I did the day of launch, 16 hours straight. And then my brother has played, I think, about what?
20 hours, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not 50, but close, close. It is crazy. Okay. So yeah, again, in this video, we're going to do some spoiler-free content first. So feel free to listen in if you haven't really played the game at all, because I know it's still only like at the time of recording 1 day out.
Yeah.
And then in the background of this video is just going to be my live stream where I played the beginning of the game. So feel free to alt tab us and listen in, have fun. If you guys haven't already, feel free to like this video as well, just to know we're doing something right. But let's get into it. Donkey Kong Bonanza. So, how was it? What was your experience with the launch of the game?
Um, I think my experience right now, I'm really enjoying the game considering how I did not expect it to be this good. I didn't even think I was gonna buy it until I saw the direct, honestly. But now that I'm playing it, everything is just so vibrant and the music is good and everything. Like, yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Honestly, I think I'm the same way. I think the direct did its job well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when it came to the Mario Kart World Direct, I think we all were kind of like, well, we knew everything that was going to be in the game when they did the
Yeah, I'm
direct.
glad I missed that one, bro.
Yeah, and then with the DK Direct, it actually had a lot of information that made me excited for the game.
Yeah.
But even that, I was kind of, what's the word? I wasn't really like, of course, I'm going to play the game
Mm-hmm.
because, I'm a Nintendo YouTuber. I was going to stream it. It's a major new release, but I wasn't like excited for it, if that makes sense. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy it. But I think what changed is when I saw all the reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I saw IGN gave it a 10 out of 10, and I watched that blind, and I'm like, what? And I saw Nintendo like gave it a 9 out of 10. I saw the Metacritic score was like a 91, and I'm like, dang, okay, this is gonna be like really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was kind of the same. I got it digitally. Did you get it digitally or physically?
Yeah, I had it pre-ordered like 3 weeks.
Physically?
No, like digitally, yeah.
Oh, you had it preloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I had it preloaded day before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I got it preloaded, just got a day or hour of, and then that's when I started streaming for supposed to be 12 hours straight, but I wound up streaming for 16 hours straight. And actually wound up beating the game, but we'll get into that um in a little later. So I guess broad strokes right now. Has Nintendo successfully modernized Donkey Kong?
I think in my opinion, yeah, they have. But their last Donkey Kong game was what?
Yeah, but that wasn't developed by Nintendo, if I remember correctly, because the last Donkey Kong was Tropical Freeze.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was developed by an outside studio. And then this is the first ever Donkey Kong, or I'm gonna say, to my knowledge, this is the first ever Donkey Kong game that was developed by a Nintendo studio. That being actually the Mario Odyssey team.
I didn't know that. Well, I knew the Mario Odyssey team made it. I didn't know, Nintendo didn't develop it or whatever.
Yeah, so this is the first one the Mario Odyssey team made. And there was a bunch of like developer interviews and everything right before the
The
right
release.
before the game's launch.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it is quite interesting. I'll probably have like a regular YouTube video out about this, but like there was like two directors. One was the main director of DK, and then it swapped over to like a newer guy, which then makes me think that the game or like the direct like the original director kind of went on to whatever the next Mario game was.
Oh,
But that's just some random thoughts for another video. But yeah,
right.
I do think like this is a I've been kind of putting it in my videos as like a revival. I do think this is kind of a successful reimagining or modernization of DK.
Yeah.
Has the design of DK like warmed up at all? Were you even not a fan to begin with?
I the first appearance of his new design was the movie, right?
Yes, the movie, then it was Mario Kart World, and then this is his like his third, I guess.
I think seeing in the movie, I was definitely not like I wasn't too fond of it, but I'm like, oh, I can let it slide. But after playing the game and seeing all his like expressions and stuff like that, I think I really like his new design.
Yeah, I actually kind of would tend to agree. I think when it comes to the movie, we all were a little off put because I mean, that again, and it was like an animated movie as well.
Uh-huh.
But like Mario Kart World, I was kind of indifferent. It was just like, oh, it's Donkey Kong, but weird. And then
Yeah.
playing him now, I definitely see why they changed the design up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think it honestly was for their best. The reactions, there's so much meme material, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's a kind of adorable, honestly.
They're all so great, bruh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's honestly great. Okay, are you going into the next topic, mechanics? I think
Hmm.
I mean I've finished the game, and then
Right.
I'd say about you're halfway through, right? Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, about there.
But without getting too much into spoilers. Um, how do you like the mechanics so far?
I really love it. I love the destruction, all the moves and everything. The only problem, or not even problem, just something, maybe it's just me. I kind of forget the controls so like
Oh my god.
fast.
So I could see why they did it, but the controls are a little weird at first. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's the right your A B X Y
Mm-hmm.
are like your directions and where you're hit. So I believe what's the button that's on top? I honestly forget. X,
I
which
think
is
it's
the button
X.
on top, is where you hit up.
Up,
B
yeah.
is where you hit down, and Y is where you just punch forward. And I get it because like on the controller, that's kind of how they're oriented. But
Yeah.
A and Y are just like so far apart, and A is the
Mm-hmm.
jump. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably explaining it so badly, but it um I don't know. I feel like B should be jump, and there is an option in the menu to change it, but I just kind of decided to keep with A.
Yeah.
I think that's where your kind of like your hiccup is, right?
Mm-hmm. Literally, I guess the button. The first thing I did to try to jump was press B,
It
but
was
then
press
it
B.
was
Yeah.
A.
I mean 20 I think I'm 20 hours in total. Um I've gotten used to it now.
Yeah, I think you can definitely get used to it after you play the game for a bit.
Yeah. And then kind of like one mechanic I looked for or one of the first mechanics I went to go see was the DK roll jump. I don't, do you know about this?
I knew rolling, but I didn't know you can
No, yeah,
like.
so like in all Donkey Kong games, there's like this tech where you roll off a ledge and then you jump. And you kind of like it's like Cappy's or Mario's long jump, basically,
Oh, really?
in Mario Odyssey. And every almost every Donkey Kong game has this, and they brought it back into Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I think that's great. I think that just
Huh.
kind of shows that the Nintendo team was kind of paying attention when it came to the movement of older Donkey Kong games.
Right.
Yeah. Um, I guess I mean we could talk about the Bonanza powers that were shown off in the direct because I don't really see them as too spoilery. What's your thoughts on I guess Kong Bonanza? That's the first one you get.
Um, then like in the direct, seeing the powers, I was like, oh, just leave him as was he a monkey? Not trying to be weird or
Well,
rude.
he's so there's monkeys and then there's Kongs, I guess.
I wanted him to just like, why even give him powers? But then in the game, playing with all three of them or whatever, I'm like, oh, yeah, I like him a lot, I think.
I I don't know. So I like kind of like a love-hate relationship with the Bonanza powers. I it seems like a little what's the word cheaty if that makes sense. Like
Oh yeah.
all of the challenges are designed around except the ones where you specifically have to have your Bonanza power. But all the
Uh-huh.
challenges are designed around normal DK.
Yeah.
Um So, but if you have the opportunity to be in a Bonanza power the whole time, you could kind of cheese it.
Hmm.
And that's the part I'm like, what? For
I guess
example, oh, go ahead.
I guess the only problem I have with it is that I feel it's way too easy to get the Bonanza gauge up with just the coins or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Like they're like literally, they should have just made the Bonanza powers just kind of on at all times. There's
Hmm.
literally no point because you get your Bananergy when you get gold, and you get gold.
And you can get another power up while in the power up still.
Yeah, while in the power of yeah. So there's like literally no time you wouldn't have enough energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think going into the gold, I guess one mechanic I would tell to like early players, make sure you clap or you hit the
Oh
floor.
yeah. Yeah.
I did not do that for like the first 4 hours, and I was literally complaining to chat. I was like, bro, the one thing I hate is that I have to run back and collect all the gold that I was just mining.
Oh my
But then
God.
yeah, if you clap, you auto collect it. And I'm like, bro.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess we'll go into more of like the Bonanza powers and what it means a little later because that kind of veers a little bit more into spoilers. We haven't really talked about um all of them. We did talk about Kong Bonanza, but I guess kind of going into that regard. One thing I want to say, there's a bunch of collectibles and stuff, which we all expected. This game is a collectathon.
Hmm.
Um and I guess we could talk about like, the three different kinds. I guess I think there's like more like five to be honest.
Yeah.
And how I feel like Kong Bonanza ruins almost all of them. When it comes to so for example, there's these battle challenges. Have you done any of those?
Yes.
I feel like you could just use Kong Bonanza, turn it on, and you could just easily breeze through all of them.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way.
I wish they kind of disabled the Bonanza powers when doing at least the battle challenges.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, so each of the collectibles, I could tell this is going to be a fun collectathon experience. So when going through the game, I wasn't actively looking out for any of the collectibles. I was just like, if I come across one, I'll get it, I'll do it. I'll do the
Yeah.
mini challenge, I'll do um, yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
I just won't actively look out for them.
That's how I was. Like if I just came across, I'll do it. Well, I guess in the beginning, my first like 10 hours, I was actively looking for them, but now that I like see there's so much to do, I'm like, let me just finish the story and I'll come back and do it
Yeah,
later.
that was my idea. I think of course my goal with the stream was to finish the story so I wasn't spoiled, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um I don't know if there's going to be anything major to spoil. So, yeah, I was just kind of going in blind when it came to the story.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, I kind of was the same way. I think like as I was streaming, I think after hour 12 is when I kind of skipped a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't normally done because I wanted to get to the end of the story as fast as possible. But like
Hmm.
for all the way up until hour 12, I was doing all the challenges. And I guess here, let's go over the types of challenges. There's the battle challenges. There's like these challenge rooms.
Hmm.
It's like a whole separate area where there's three banandium bananas.
Yeah.
And there is what bonus rooms. Have you found a bonus room yet?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think the bonus rooms are fun. I think is that it when it comes to like actual like gameplay challenges?
I think that is it.
Yeah, then you have fossils as
Yep.
like a purple coin counterpart in Mario Odyssey. I think when it comes to fossils, it's a little weird. There's three different tiers of fossils.
Yeah.
There's like a small, medium, and a large fossil, and each of those has a certain rarity of costumes you buy with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Banandium gems, the
Yeah.
big main collectible. Those are like the moons, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I guess we could go through each of them. Fossils. What's your thoughts on fossils?
I honestly don't know how I feel about them. I mean, I guess I kind of expected it because if it was made by the same team of Mario Odyssey because they had both the purple coins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about them. I'm obviously looking for them. I'll get them all, but yeah, I just don't know really.
I think for me, fossils, like, so comparing it to Mario Odyssey, I definitely think fossils are better than purple coins. I'm not gonna lie,
Oh,
because
really?
I 100%ed um Mario
Mario
Odyssey,
Odyssey?
and purple coins was one of the last things I collected.
Really?
And I think like fossils seem like they are better in a way of I think they're kind of be one of the first things I want to collect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think because you could collect maps that tell you where each of the fossils are, and like the rarities of the fossils also kind of are a cool little addition. Because like there's the big fossils that you have to do something big in the level in the area, um, to get.
And you'll get them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's cool because like you have the small fossils which you kind of just collect like coins, the medium fossils which you kind of have to find and look out for, and then the large fossils you have to actively do something.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think honestly, I think it's a good addition. I think it's better than purple coins.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that though.
um, so then going into banandium gems, bananas, whatever you want to call them. What are your thoughts on those? I think there's a bunch of ways to collect them.
I really like them. It literally just reminds me of the moons from Mario Odyssey.
Honestly, I think you can't really compare them to moons as like a 1-to-1.
Hmm.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I think moon there's clearly more banandium gems or
And the
banandium. I'm
moons.
just gonna call them bananas. There's clearly more bananas than moons
Yeah.
in these games.
Hmm.
Um yeah. And yeah, so like you could get them for like super little things. I do know they literally just throw them at you. Every time you get into like a new area or a new layer, you get three.
I was just gonna say, like, it's just so easy to like just come across them or do anything and you get rewarded with one.
Yeah. But kind of on the same level as bananas, I think one thing that makes it feel different is the skill tree.
Hmm.
I low key thought I was gonna hate the skill tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just not a big skill tree person when it comes to non JRPG stuff.
Hmm.
And it being a platformer, I was worried that they would like gatekeep stuff under like a certain move or action.
Well,
Luckily, that's not the case. I think the only thing they kind of gatekeep is your power, your hitting power.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, if you guys don't have any idea what I'm talking about, like each layer has a terrain strength, and that means like basically how heavy the terrain is. So how much you have to punch it to basically break all this stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, like you start at terrain strength 1, and then it goes up to 5. And of course, you can upgrade Donkey Kong to break it faster.
Yeah.
It I noticed it once I got into like terrain strength 3 that I'm like, oh, I have to upgrade this or I'm gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess going back into the bananas, you could collect bananas, as much as you or for a variety of different ways, reasons. Um, one thing I did, I guess, like to see is you could legit just buy them
Oh yeah, with the banana chips.
with the banana chips, and I think that is the only reason to have banana chips.
Hmm. And they aren't even hard to get, right? The banana
Yeah,
chips, they're
I
just
think
stuffy
at the
together.
end of the game, I had over 1,800 banana chips.
Oh
But
wow.
then again, I didn't buy any bananas.
On your playthrough?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Because I mean, I kind of see
Mhm.
it as like not cheating, but like realistically, I think they give you enough bananas to upgrade your skill tree all the way.
Yeah,
And I think buying the bananas with bananium chips is kind of just a way to
it
do
does
it without
feel.
having to look. I guess
Yeah.
I appreciate the option, and they're not forcing you to do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it reminds me a lot of like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, where if you're trying to fill your album, you could go to that one person and just buy
Oh yeah,
all the
you could just
pictures or whatever.
buy them all. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I appreciate it because like the only reason
Hmm.
why you want to get all these is just to fill out your skill tree.
Yeah.
And if I just wanted to fill out my skill tree, I probably could have.
Yeah.
I think the only main bottleneck being gold because you have to like a handling fee, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
I think that is a good segue into the next topic, gold. What is your opinion on it right now? How many like are you in overabundance of it?
Yes, bro. I didn't think I'd have so much so early, but holy
How
shit.
much gold are you at right now? I would
I
say
think
like
I'm already triple digits, like 100K.
what?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got so much already.
I don't think I ever cracked 100K.
Really?
No. So like at first, um, gold was what's the word? I was like, oh, I'm gonna have so much gold. I think I topped out at like 20K.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then I started buying a bunch of amenities. So you could
Uh,
buy like checkpoints. You could buy some of them you have to buy access to challenge rooms.
mhm.
Yeah, like oh, this is blocked by a crater. Pay me X amount of money to remove it.
Remove it, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think you get you're gonna need a lot of it late game
Yeah.
and just to complete the whole game as well.
Yeah.
But I never had 100K. That is crazy. But yeah, I think I topped out about 20. But then I think I had to grind for gold like a few times actually, because I wanted to get every checkpoint room. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're like
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
rooms where you could like sleep.
Were you dying a lot though?
I don't think I died that much.
Really?
I guess we could talk about that next difficulty. But yeah, we'll get into that in a second. I didn't die that much. Um no, I don't know. I feel like that was one thing I wanted to work on because they unlock teleports, they unlock
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah.
to teleport around. But
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, they get progressively more and more expensive the more you buy in an area.
Yeah, because you get rewarded with the was
And
it yellow
bonus
hearts
heart.
every time you
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm good. Oh yeah, I guess we could
Yeah.
go into I guess to summarize that. Gold seems like it's abundant, but I think the more you play, the more you definitely have to spend.
Hmm.
Yeah. Going into difficulty, how are you seeing difficulty about halfway in?
Um, honestly, I have not been struggling. I'm kind of not worried, but like I feel this audience or for the gamer is kind of more intended for like younger people, like kids kind of it just feels too easy for me.
I was thinking the same thing when it came to like I was hoping the base game was hard because they already offer an assist mode at the start.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
But no, I think you're right. It was pretty easy like for the first half of the game. And it
Yeah.
is supposed to be Mario Odyssey style. I'm pretty sure they are expecting kids to play it and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think I died once until like hour like 8, which is like over
Oh, really?
half of my playthrough. But like if you think cuz like when I think of Donkey Kong, I think of difficult platforming, and when I think of, Mario, I think of easy platforming.
Uh,
But yeah, I don't think the difficulty curve is a little what's it is a little harsh Like you get to one of these layers, which I won't say names yet. We'll maybe talk about it in the spoiler area, but it gets hard.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I legitimately that's when I started dying and I realized it.
Really?
Yeah, and I think we'll circle back to this topic when we go into like boss fights and everything. But there's a clear change that happens. I feel a little too quick. Like it goes like kind of easy, then it goes kind of hard.
Huh.
And I wish it was kind of a little bit of a slower curve, if that makes sense.
Curves. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, did we cover all of the collectibles? I think we got the gold, the bananas, the fossils.
That is all of them, right?
I believe so. I think of course there's like other collectibles you could get. No, I wouldn't say even they're collectibles. There's like checklists. Like for each layer, you have to break different types of material.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then you do get gold from that too. That saved
Hmm.
me a ton late game. Yeah. Um, I think that's all the collectibles. I really think did I miss any? I am excited for me to 100% this game because I 100% in Mario Odyssey. Um, this just seemed like it's gonna be a very fun experience. I think the way that people are, or the way that I'm gonna play this game to 100% it is just look at the map, go to the area, finish the challenge, and then have
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it's just gonna be
I'm.
it's gonna be fun. Go ahead.
I don't know. Like, well, obviously, I'm gonna 100% too, but I'm just traumatic from Breath in the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms 100%. I'm very like just scared doing it, bro.
I don't know. I think for some reason this feels different. I think maybe fossils might get a little old, but I'm glad they have banana maps and banana or fossil maps. So they tell
Mhm.
you directly where the fossil locations are on the map.
Yeah.
And you could either buy those or you could collect them from chests when you are mining.
Mm-hmm.
Um and here, I guess this is like a little early game tip. In the first area, you could buy a treasure tie. Have you done this yet?
No, I didn't even know
In
you
the
could do
first
that
area,
one.
you could get a treasure tie as a cosmetic, and this will lean nicely into cosmetics as well. But it gives you a 10% chance to get a treasure chest every time you break a block.
Really?
Yeah, and then that like I've had that on for the whole game, and I think I've collected like over 1,000 maps for the
Jeez.
fossils for the bananas, and I
Mm-hmm.
purposely had it on for the whole game so that my 100% experience will be a little easier.
A little faster too. Wow. Huh.
Yeah. So I think like I was looking at my maps and I was like, or like not when I say maps, I was looking at the actual world map, and then
Yeah.
it would pinpoint wherever all the fossils are, and there was so many. So I was like,
Gee.
okay, this is gonna be nice. At least I have something to do to begin with after the post game or after the main game.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's a tip of mine. I think it's in the first layer. I'm not gonna name names yet, but the first layer, go to the shop, cosmetic shop, get the treasure tie, and I literally had that on the whole game.
Mhm. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you kind of missed out. You could go back and grab it.
I know. Damn, bro.
But yeah, going into cosmetics, did you equip any cosmetics?
Yeah, I'm looking freshed out right now, bro.
I think for me, like the way I did it with my chat and stream is we made an outfit per layer.
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, like the minute that we go into like the next quote unquote town, we go into the cosmetic shops, we change the outfit.
Yeah.
I wasn't a
That's
big fan of the hair dye though.
I wasn't either until I saw the black one. I literally have not took it off ever since I bought it.
There's something I really want to talk about. Ah, that's for the spoiler area. But there are some cool dyes and there's some cool costumes later in the game.
Hmm.
100%. But yeah. So yeah, I think I'll start using dyes now that I am, finished with the game. There isn't going to
Yeah.
be any real cutscenes, so start trying out the neon green or neon pink dyes or whatever. I think Pauline's outfits are cute. I think yeah, DK's or what are they called? Trousers or
Trousers, yeah.
yeah. I think yeah, they're good. Uh I low key hate that they're tied with special effects.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I don't like that either.
I like I wish they would do something where, like you buy the costume or the outfit and then you unlock the effect that you could put onto any outfit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just legitimately that was like the one thing I didn't like about it. I don't want to choose fashion over what do you want to call it? What's the word? Fashion over function.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a JRPG. I don't need to look like I'm wearing a maid dress just to get 10% 10% boost in
Yeah.
damage. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so do you think any of the collecting is gonna feel like a chore?
I hope not. I don't think it will because it seems pretty easy, especially with the maps and everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, well, I think only time will tell. We might do like a post spoiler discussion or something like that later. Um, but yeah, I think this it generally was. If sorry, I feel like this is gonna be a good 100% experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Going into I guess the next topic. This is well very minor spoilers. The layer system. What's your take on that? I think each layer is kind of its own level, and each level has its own sub levels. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's all right. Not that I don't like it. I think it's kind of too much though.
you think it's too much?
Yeah, and to an extent.
I think I guess we should have saved this for a little later, but I guess my brief overview of it. I think I like the layers. Um, each of them seemed themed really well, and it kind of just makes me wish that there was more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but we'll get into that into the spoiler when we talk about the spoilers. Let's go into the soundtrack. What's your thoughts
Okay.
on the soundtrack right now?
I really am liking it. I didn't. Well, obviously, Mario Odyssey has Jump Up Superstar, which is phenomenal. I don't know if this game has a song like that.
It
If
does.
there
It
is, I
does.
haven't
Yeah.
encountered it yet. But I'm really excited to see what else there is.
I am just gonna say this: the song that is basically the equivalent to Jump Up Superstar, it doesn't live up to the same level.
Really?
Yeah, I would have to say.
What?
But the music as a whole, I think it is great all around. Like just the beats for each of the layers, the Bonanza themes. Yeah,
Yeah.
low key. Like all of them I think are really great. Except like one of them. I'll name that one specifically a little later, but I don't like one of them. I thought they would get a little annoying because every single time you activate the Bonanza power, it turns onto that theme.
Yeah.
But no, I think it hasn't really been that bad.
Yeah.
I like the music disc kind of idea of collectibles. There's just a random chance when you beat an enemy that you'll get a music disc that you could just
Yeah.
play. There is over 150 of them, I believe.
Yes, bro.
Looking at the music player, I think that might get a little tedious if you 100% the game and that's the last thing you need to do.
You can't actually buy them, right? It's only a chance.
It's only a chance, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a little bit hard.
Hmm. But yeah, I think this kind of blends the old Donkey Kong. They actually remix some of the older Donkey Kong music as well as a
Yeah.
newer style pretty well.
Yeah.
I think some of the levels definitely pay homage to like the older kind of Donkey Kong. Um,
Yes.
it is great. It was great. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on music?
No, not really. I just think it's all a bop.
Yeah, I guess so. A big thing when it comes to music is Pauline.
Oh yeah.
I was a little worried Pauline might be like a Navi. Navi meaning like annoying.
Really?
Because like, Navi's like, hey, listen. And then
Yeah.
Pauline
Oh, yeah, yeah.
literally says like has a comment for everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
If there's a music disc that pops out, hey, there's a music disc over there. Or if what, I don't know, you're low on health. Oh, you should take a break. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't got tired of it yet,
Yet.
but
What do you mean yet, bro?
I have a feeling. I have a feeling. I think because
What?
I've heard all the voice lines.
Oh, really?
I'm assuming I have because I haven't heard a new one. So I'm a little worried that yeah she might. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know.
but I think like the music that she sings, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. She has like an arc. I think is pretty well that is incorporated pretty well into the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you probably have seen most of it already halfway through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think when it comes to Pauline, it's yeah, I don't really have any complaints.
Yeah, I just, I then again, I have not been spoiled. I haven't beat the game either. I just refuse to believe that she's this kid throughout the whole game, bro.
She's 13. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I'm tending to believe it.
I don't know. I think I have a theory, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right with her being a kid throughout the whole game for
No,
me.
well, we'll get into that theory a little later. But yeah, I think no, legitimately, there's a lot of story implications actually when it comes to her, and I guess we'll get. Wow. Okay, that'll actually be for a bonus segment. We'll do a bonus segment kind of talking about the story implications and everything. If you guys don't know, you guys can become a channel member for only as low as $2 a month and get access to some bonus content. And that's where we'll talk about a bunch of our theories and stuff and what this means for the future of DK. Um,
Mhm.
okay, but going back on topic, Pauline, she's fun. I don't know. I'm just worried she's gonna get a little annoying.
Really? No, I like the dynamic or like the relationship Donkey Kong and Pauline
Yeah, I
has.
think
It's like a father and a daughter. It to me it reminds me of father and daughter.
I think everyone was for some reason everyone was worried it was gonna get weird. Like, did
Hmm.
you hear all of that? Like, everyone was talking
Yeah.
about how like oh, DK is supposed to be after Pauline. Why are they together like this? And
Yeah.
why is she a kid?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think they handled it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people were worried about that. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess going into one of the biggest concerns about the game, the performance.
Oh.
Have you had like so looking at all the reviews and everything, a lot of them, have said that the main what's the main problem with the game is the performance. Have you
Performance as in
have you
like
have you
frames
encountered
drop type
yeah, have you
thing or
encountered any frame rate
uh
issues?
I've only encountered it twice. I think I
Twice? There's no
may
way.
encounter it more. I don't know, but I've only encountered it twice right now.
So I say this in my video as well, going over all of the reviews and everything. Yeah, I don't think I experienced any frame dips until like layer 3.
Yeah.
But then after like I'm not gonna name layers, but after like the middle or like halfway through the game, it gets bad.
Oh, really?
One of the boss fights is locked to like 30 frames per second, and it dips from like 30 and then dips below.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, and then the final fight, I'm not gonna say anything. It That was so rough.
Oh. Oh.
And legitimately I was yeah. It is a big stain, honestly, on this experience.
Were you like expecting it to be flawless, like no performance at all, or did you at least expect some sort of like?
I expected it to be flawed. It's like the first Switch 2 game, and the Switch 2 is like, oh, it's this massively powerful console.
Hmm.
And yeah, like, I didn't expect already to have performance issues.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And it's like, bro, we're already having problems with um performance.
I don't know. I think to me, I just think in general they went above and beyond with the game. So I mean, I guess I could let a few,
Like that's
keyword a few
that,
issues.
yeah, at least that's what I was thinking too. I was like, literally everything's interactable. They're running multiple checks. I would understand if there's like a few dips down to 40 FPS or something.
Yeah.
But it just honestly seems like they got a little lazy, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, later in the game. Because they just they literally throw a bunch of things at you, and that's their form of difficulty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what kind of, and then I think I'll go into it more into like the spoiler discussion, but that is basically what I feel like caused a lot of the frame dips.
Uh,
And there's like a specific bonanza power that you get that also causes a lot of frame dips.
yeah.
But like, yeah, from day to day, it's or not, or from like, I'm not even say day to day, just playing normally. It's all right, but
Yeah.
it happens a lot more than I would like to say.
Right.
So yeah, I think honestly that would bring this game down to a 9 out of 10 for me instead of a 10 out of 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like because like for me, if the game runs flawlessly and feels good, I would, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah.
But it feels good, of course, but it doesn't run flawlessly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that kind of wraps it up when it comes to the non-spoiler discussion, right? Is there anything else you want to
Yeah.
talk about that's kind of spoiler free?
Right. Um, Not necessarily, no.
No. Okay, all good. All right. So I guess if you are trying to be spoiler free, go ahead and click off now. Save this video for later, and when you finish the game, come back and listen in on our thoughts on everything else. We're going to be talking about overall layer design first, and then going into the boss fights and everything else like that.
Hmm.
So, so far, all right. Actually, hold on. This is your final warning. Click off now. Save this for later. Talk about spoilers right now. Jesse, what is your most favorite layer so far?
Um, I honestly really like where you get the Kong Bananza, the summery vibe one,
Oh, the
that or
lagoon layer, yeah.
the freeze one, the Arctic one.
Yeah. So, yeah, honestly, like you said, you liked the freeze one.
Hmm.
So I guess we could say specifically where you're at in the game. So in the game, there's like this section where you split.
Hmm.
You get to choose between two different layers, the forest layer and then the freeze layer. And that's where you're at in the game. And I'd say that's actually about the halfway point of the
Oh,
game.
really?
Yeah, I think that's almost specifically the halfway point of the game.
Uh,
It's tough. You haven't gotten to this layer yet, but there is a layer that's very similar to the lagoon layer. It's like a very intermission layer. You remember Seaside Kingdom in
Mario Odyssey?
not Seaside Kingdom. It was like the beach. Is that
Hmm.
Seaside? Yeah, that is Seaside in Mario Odyssey. There is
Yeah.
a layer that is like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that is my favorite layer. It's like
Huh.
food oriented. There's watermelon, there's peaches, it's like a very chill vibe.
Interesting.
Um, I honestly think the layers after that junction point, so like where you get to split between the two, they
Hmm.
they get weird.
Weird in a good or bad way?
It depends how you see it, because like for me, I think it's weird in a bad way, because I
Oh,
feel like
really?
the freeze layer, the forest layer, they seem grounded. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they see him in reality, because like yeah, I could hypothetically see a freezer layer. I could hypothetically see a forest layer,
Mm-hmm.
but then they get into like like a theme park layer.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Aren't they underground?
exactly. And then they get a little like sci-fi yes.
What?
And bro, this is like there's so much story implications in this one layer that's like there's a prison and then there's like the curator that is collecting the fossils that you're giving them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and it's like an Animal Crossing museum. And I'm like, what?
This is what the heck?
Now I have no idea what this is. But it's like picture have you seen like the high-end kitchens that are just all white?
Yes.
That is literally this layer. It's just smooth white surfaces.
What?
I really don't know how I feel about it. And then like I don't know. I think for me, when it came to like that theme park layer, I'm like, what is this? This just feels weird. I don't like this.
I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that was the one that was by far one of the worst layers I feel like when it came to the story because it was like
Oh,
I think
really?
it's coming like toward the end of the story, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they did like a mining layer with like a bunch of callbacks to DK minecart rides and everything.
Oh, that would actually be cool.
They kind of sort of did that in one of the layers, where
Mm-hmm.
there's a layer a lot more mining. There was where you're going into like a mixer, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And wasn't the boss fight literally
A
on a rail?
mixer, yeah. Oh, yeah, and you're all on a minecart. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think like the first, like, so once you get to the junction point, all of those layers are awesome, and then after that junction point, it's kind of like, uh, I don't know. They're hit or miss. I feel like.
Wait, yeah, that's so weird. Unless they did it because, like, maybe it's like the weirder, the further you go down, the weirder it is. But still, like, I don't
I
know.
wish they would have had something to explain that though.
Yeah.
But like but yeah, so literally how it felt is like the first layers after the split was like very thoughtful, if that makes sense. So like, oh yes,
Yeah.
and then after that they're just like let's just throw everything at it. There's
That just sounds like lazy. Yeah. What?
it honestly did feel like that. I was like, what are they doing? And then when I say that one beach layer felt like an intermission,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's fair because that is hypothetically after the mid part of the story.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because you go after the split, you would converge back into this beach layer,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I think that's fine. Like I was like, oh, this is nice. It's a little break, um, but then it just gets weird again, and then there's another intermission layer, and then it gets weird again, and then there's another intermission layer. I'm like, bro, these because the intermission layers are like very small,
Oh, really?
and I'm like, bro, this it just doesn't feel.
Yeah. Why did? Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think the overall layer designs are pretty good. I maybe it was also because I was kind of speed running a little bit after I think after hour 12. I think as hour 12 hit when I got to the theme park.
Oh.
And I don't know if it was like a combination of why is this game still going on when you're throwing a theme park level at me? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
any
that's
other
so
thoughts when it
weird.
comes to the layers, bro? I think I just still can't believe that.
Um, uh, no, I don't know. Well, then again, I haven't encountered that yet. I'm still, I guess, it's just at the halfway
I do
point.
have to say, when it comes to the core,
Hmm.
it was a cool experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the core definitely felt like the core, if that makes if that makes sense.
Oh,
Because
yeah. Oh,
apparently in the middle of the core is a banana energy, so
what?
the world is run on bananas.
What?
Okay. Um, but yeah, I definitely think that like later in the game, something happened where they clearly just lost a little bit of focus.
Right.
Yeah. And so with Mario Odyssey, I felt like there could be DLC that
Hmm.
adds
I
like
think they
another
should have.
layer
Yeah.
or not layer, kingdom.
Kingdom, yeah.
I think in this game, I think it's like feature complete. Like I don't see them adding any more DLC.
Really?
Yeah, like I think after finishing the game, I was like, this feels good. And I think part of the reason is the whole weird layers. Actually, I think if they were I could totally see the theme park layer being a DLC layer.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I think it just feels all fleshed out. I don't even know how they'd add another layer, to be honest.
Right.
One thing I do not know is if there's a new Donk layer, new Donk City layer. I kind of like beat the final boss and then I stopped. And
Oh, really?
in
Is
Mario Odyssey, there was like a after you beat the final boss, you do like something to unlock the Mushroom Kingdom layer
yeah.
or layer kingdom.
Just
So yeah, I guess there is a new Donk City area you do play.
so is there like my assumption, because I haven't beat the game yet, but my assumption was like once you get to the core, like that's it. But if he is there more below the core? Like can you keep going
No, so
further
the
down
core
or
is the final one.
oh
Yeah, and then you and Pauline make a wish to go back up, and then that unlocks another layer. But
oh,
instead of going down, it's above.
oh really?
Yeah. The only thing I actually haven't confirmed yet is that if the top layer is the New Donk City layer.
That's literally what I just assumed. I'd assume it would be, but
Yeah. And I guess we'll get into this in the bonus the bonus part of this episode, but I'm pretty sure this game's a prequel. Like almost
with
100% this is a prequel.
what?
Yeah, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that in the bonus section.
Oh
Um,
goodness, bro.
but yeah, so overall the levels, I think they're good. They're good. Boss fights though, oof. I feel like, ay ay ay, they were hit or miss.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I think I enjoyed maybe 4 out of all the boss fights. There's like 15, I believe.
Yeah, I guess the one thing, well, two things. The first thing is that I hate what they kind of did, where it's like you beat the minion they make, the bad monkeys
Grump,
make, or don't,
yeah.
and then you just flat out talk to them like, "Oh, I guess you beat me. Have this key or
Well,
whatever." I'm like,
okay,
"What the
so
heck?"
to be fair, that is something they do a lot in Donkey Kong games.
Oh,
So
really?
I think that's okay. Because, like, I would agree. It's like they're literally everyone is just putting on a show, honestly.
It just seems like that.
But then, okay, I don't know. They feel like they fleshed out Poppy Kong, the fancy one.
Yeah, and this
So, of
one.
course, like, there's Voidco, right? I can't believe we didn't even talk about this in this. I guess it is a spoiler. But, out of the three, I think Poppy Kong gets the most development. Grumpy Kong gets the least, and then Void Kong is just the villain.
Really?
Yeah, and I think like Grumpy Kong, I hate him in all of his boss fights.
Really?
Yeah, all of his boss fights are way too easy. I think the literal last fight, he was like, "This time I'm gonna win." He like armors his like mech up because he's a mechanic, and then
Yeah.
I beat him first try. I didn't even let him cycle once with his attacks.
Uh-huh.
And I did that on accident.
Really?
Yeah, like same thing with I think this happened twice with his boss fights. His final fight was super disappointing because he didn't even cycle, and then like his second or his first fight, I legit was like, was that it?
Yeah, and that's like my second problem. Like as I said before, I just feel the game is too easy. I mean, I haven't progressed further yet, but
I think the boss fights do get better. So after the split, so I guess
hmm.
like this is what I'm saying. What happens with the difficulty as well? I think after the split, the difficulty gets a lot harder.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because you start doing areas that have insta death instead of
Oh,
falling off.
right.
So I don't know if you purchased any of like the red balloons.
No, but I found them and I have used them before.
Yeah, it's basically if you fall off, you get to use it, and I think I like that idea. So you don't instead of getting damaged, you just use a balloon. That's been a thing in Donkey Kong for a while.
Yeah.
But when it comes to um, uh, I don't know. There's insta death, and I wish the balloons worked on those as well. Like it's hard because it isn't really insta death, but it's like you fall into the lava and there is no way you're getting out in time to make it where you survive.
Yeah, I think I can agree with you there. Yeah, I wish you like the balloon reactivate if that ever happened or something
Yeah,
like that.
but like that's what I mean by it gets a little challenging. Like platform actually becomes harder, and then
Oh,
boss
really?
fights. I think Poppy Kong, her fight was actually really interesting, and then her rematch as well was also really cool and unique. Yeah, I think her fights were pretty good. And then Void Kong, and then well, we'll get into like the major spoiler a little later. But Void Kong's fight, I think legitimately took me a few. I think it took me about maybe an hour.
Oh,
Well,
really?
because you get rid of your Bonanza powers, and then I only had 5 hearts,
Hmm.
and you could get one shot basically by him.
Yeah.
When I beat him hitless. Like I didn't get hit once.
Oh, wow.
Well, because like legit, if I get hit one, he like makes the floor lava, and then he moves up like um these like missile type things. You get hit by the missiles, you die. You touch the lava, you die. So like you literally can.
Right.
Yeah, and like so this is when it goes into the performance. They literally throw everything at you with the Void Kong fight.
Really?
Yeah, he like makes these mud pillars, and then he like shoots
Hmm.
these missiles, and then he throws these bombs, and it chugs.
Huh.
And it's like, bro, I don't know. They could have developed a better fight.
Yeah.
I think you fought Void Kong yet? No, you probably haven't.
No, not yet. I
Yeah,
think I am though.
yeah, it's after the split.
Oh, okay. Yes, that will be
Yeah,
soon.
but like the way they designed it, where I explained this in my review, it's Z fighting. So they literally like he spawns these walls of mud, but they haven't overlap each other. If that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, so they're like they're spawning way too many mud blocks for it to be for it to make sense.
Hmm.
I don't know. It just seems like a very poor optimization, which is surprising in a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess the biggest thing, the biggest spoiler, I think you said you've already were spoiled from it.
Is it the alligator?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's literally the only
King
spoiler now.
Kong or King Kong, King K. Rule. King K. Rule is in the game.
When I saw the direct without him, I knew he had to be in the game. It can't be a Donkey Kong game without King K. Rool, bro.
Honestly, for me, it was like you beat the first where they're called crocoids or something. They're literally crocodiles, and I'm like, after I
Really?
saw the crocodile skeleton looking things, there are
King.
100% in the game.
Uh,
That's what I was like. That he has to be. And then I was kind of playing it up for chat a little bit, but I was like, once you go down to the Bananium root, it is legit just his belly.
oh,
Yeah. So like
what?
yeah, it's the root is like a golden kind of belly plate thing
Uh,
in the ground. And then once you wake him up, quote unquote, he wakes up.
hmm.
But yeah. That was cool. That was a cool experience after you beat Void Kong. Um he wakes up and then you're like, "What?" And then it's just another boss fight right after that.
It happens right after.
Yeah, it happens right after. You have to chase him
Oh,
into the core. And then you go into like
um,
the Kremlin Cove, the Kremlin Cave, stuff like that. And then you fight like a normal version of King K,
yeah.
which I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, but that fight was so hard and so tedious.
What?
I cuz so you fight him in the core over the actual
Yeah.
Bananium room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to use all you like I don't think there's any way you could do that as normal DK. You have to
Oh,
use your
really?
Bananium powers and or your Bonanza powers. And they like they basically kind of tell you because it's like, "Oh, your Banergy is kind of off the charts. You don't have to, you have
Oh,
Bonanza powers for an infinite amount of time."
yeah. So you must use them.
Yeah. But Loki, the only the Bonanza power that you're going to use is the elephant one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's two of the Bonanza powers that they didn't show off in the direct, which I kind of assumed because if you see the skill tree, there's like two extra rows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is a snake and elephant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think they're both implemented pretty well. Snake, you jump higher. Elephant, you're a vacuum.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's pretty good. Um, when it comes to yeah, but like so going back to the DK or the King K fight, yeah, it was so tedious. You have to suck up his like he like does walls of lava
mm-hmm.
and then you have to spit it back out at him. But then you literally have no time to do anything else because you're cleaning up the stage because you cannot
Yeah.
move if you don't clear it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after you beat him, this was cool. I thought it was like the end of the game, right?
Mm.
Credits, I don't think do credits start rolling? I think they do. And then as you're going to the surface with Pauline, he's like, I am not done yet. And then he flies up with you and then he takes over New Donk City.
Wait, what?
Yeah, then he changes it to King K City.
What?
Yeah, and then there's another fight, which is legit the same fight that I was just doing, except
Mm-hmm.
10 times harder.
Really?
So it's even harder and even more tedious. I timed the fight, it took me 30 minutes. I
What?
have to I think I'm doing something wrong and I fully understand that. I might be bad. But I only used like the Kong Bonanza and the Elephant Bonanza.
Uh,
But like legitimately I only had 5 hearts. You'd get one shot. So it's like yeah, I basically did a hit list again.
hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if that's like DK difficulty or if that's I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess
Maybe he's like the only hard boss in the game. I don't know.
yeah, I don't
Well,
know. I
then
think
again, I haven't
Void
fought.
Kong was
Right.
pretty challenging because they take away your Bonanza powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like overall the boss fights were I think a little bit more of a miss than a hit.
Right.
Especially if like let's just say hypothetically I was doing the King K fight correctly. That is rough. Like I'm not gonna say
Really?
it feels like Megalovania because I think or like the
Oh,
Sands fight because I think the Sands
yeah.
fight has a little bit more variety to it.
Mm-hmm.
This one he literally cycles like 3 different attacks and the attacks are just so difficult. They're not even
And
difficult. They're just
it
tedious.
keeps like going over that.
Yeah, in a circle. So he like
Uh,
he cannons, he walls, he sucks. He cannons, he walls, he sucks. And that's literally it.
no, yeah, I guess that is kind of a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after I beat, I'm not gonna spoil the last. So like, there's like a different version of King K that you fight, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
final one. Um,
Yeah.
I that's what I like stopped playing the game. So I don't know if there's like you could go back up to New Donk City at all.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'm
man.
pretty sure you can. I would be surprised if they modeled this whole area and you can't explore it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game, like there's that heartfelt. I was kind of sad. Like Pauline was like, "Oh, I want to sing with you, DK," and then DK was like, "Bananas."
What?
And then Pauline's like, "Oh, right, you actually didn't care about me this whole time." And I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
I was like, "That's how they're gonna end it? There is no way."
Bro.
And then like he kind of snaps out of it where he's like, "Oh, I care about you, but I'm still gonna go and get bananas." And I'm like, "Bro,
Bro.
that is not the lesson."
I know.
um, yeah, I felt so bad, and I'm like, I thought he was gonna stay with her in New Donk City or something. But she was like,
Bro,
"Yeah, it's okay, DK. I'll be fine without you." And I'm like, "That is not the lesson that you want."
that doesn't want me. This makes me not want to beat the game, bro.
It is crazy because this is okay. I'm not going to get into this because this is a part of the bonus episode. But there's a reason why. Like I think there's a prequel, and I think that's a part of it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I look. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wait, so does oh my goodness, bro. Is she ever an adult in the game or she's actually just a kid?
That is a secret we'll talk about in the bonus pod.
Oh,
But
bro.
I think that's pretty much it. Is there any other spoilers? I guess the Bonanza powers, right? Um,
Mhm.
I don't know if I like their designs.
I really do. I think the only one I like right now is just the Kong one. I do not like the zebra one.
I agree. I honestly 100% agree. The Kong one looks the best because he is a Kong.
Hmm.
But like the snake one, I'm like, what the heck?
I'm
Bro,
just trying because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm just trying to think of like I don't know how they could do
I
that.
think it goes like Kong and then elephant. Elephant kind of looks good because like the proportions, I guess, are the same.
Hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I think there's so much more I want to talk about the story, but again, we'll save that for the bonus episode because Pauline's arc throughout the story was actually really sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to I was just thinking that because the video I have on the screen right now I actually just got to a part of it. But yeah, so as much as like the Bonanza powers are cool, they're a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but so far you're about halfway through the game.
Yes.
What are you saying? What's your rating? I guess out of 10.
Right now, well, probably right now a 10 out of 10, but I haven't seen any like because you said in these fights that your performance drops. I haven't encountered those yet. I think it definitely will probably drop to a 9 when I do encounter those, but
I 100% agree. I think if the game I like what length and overall content aside, if the game ended at pre-split or like post-split, like
Mhm.
the freezer layer, the forest layer, I think it
Yeah,
would have been like a 10 out of 10 game.
I think it would have been too.
But the game continued and the performance and the layer quality kind of dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for me it's a 9 out of 10 and this is coming from someone that played through the whole game in one sitting. I don't think I've emphasized that enough. That was crazy. Okay, do we think there's more for DK after this game? Does that make sense? Like I would consider this a successful
Y-
revival, right?
I do. Yeah, I'd consider it a successful revival. It's just so hard to I don't know because I still have so much. I need to beat the game to see, but I think if my theory is correct or what I'm thinking is, on the spot, I think there will be, more DK. Maybe
Ooh.
not open worlds, but
Yeah, okay. And we'll get that into the bonus pod. If you guys again don't know, if you guys want to become a channel member for as low as $2 a month, you get access to exclusive content as well as a more deeper discussion on the future of DK and the story of DK Bonanza, like our more opinionated thoughts on it right after this one. But yeah, I
hmm
think that kind of ends the normal discussion episode, right? Is there anything else you want to add?
um, no, not really. I just hate I don't know, dude. I might sound weird for this, but I sound like a father, or not sound like. I feel like a father playing the game.
You feel like a father playing.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
feel like
oh, I can't
Pauline
believe
is
we
my
didn't even talk
daughter,
about
bro.
this. We'll talk about this at the bonus. But like the sleeping, have you had a lot of the sleeping dialogue?
Yes, bro.
Oh, it's so sweet, bro.
It is.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think we'll end it right there. Again, guys, if you want to become a channel member, you get access to a whole 30 more minutes of us talking about the future of DK and some more story elements that we didn't discuss here. But with that, comment down below your thoughts on a Donkey Kong Bonanza, as well as yeah, like the video if this is something you want to see more of. I think we're gonna have more discussions up soon. Um, but yeah, I'm Crafted Up One,
And I'm Jesse.
and we will see you on the bonus episode. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.